Hey whales, good morning, happy Tuesday. Let's break down and recap the markets and go over NVIDIA for today's trading session. For those that don't know me though, I'm a full-time trader. I do these updates every single day. And if you want my actual trades though guys, come join Discord. I give my exact entries, targets, stop losses, everything here that you need to succeed. So if you need help in figuring out when to get into companies like NVIDIA, Tesla, Palantir, every single day, right? I trade these every single day. Come join, you're going to make a lot of money with us, so we will see you here. Okay, so coming into this week, we're expecting a lot of choppiness across the lows, and essentially I have this sort of table that I created. The markets are trading in three different types of dimensions, guys, okay? We have the bullish dimension, where gold, Bitcoin, Netflix, and Palantir, they're starting to make uptrends. We have the bearish dimension, where Amazon, Meta, and even, Tesla, the charts are calling for lower. And then we have the neutral dimension where NVIDIA, Apple, Google, Microsoft, we still don't have confirmation whether or not it's going to go into the bullish path where it's going to start making higher highs and higher lows, or if it's going to break its lows and create one more marginal low and follow Amazon, Meta, and Tesla. Okay, so we have no idea as of right now what it's going to do. And unfortunately for NVIDIA, right, it's still stuck in the range. We're still trying to figure out what's going to happen. And we might have to wait until some catalysts for this to occur. I mentioned in my past videos it might take 5 weeks from the lows. It's already been a week or two already, so let's see, right, in terms of the confirmation it needs moving forward. So just from the structure alone, on a larger time scale, you can see we have a wave 1 that got put in, right? All of this was a bullish structure, and we're putting in a WXY for this wave 2. Okay, so if we're calling the bullish path right now, the price should not break below the invalidation level, right? This is the lows, so it should not break. So if price does break, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happens because it might follow Amazon, Meta, and Tesla. If it does break, expect NVIDIA to come down to 75, even down to 66. That's sort of this main pivot point that it wants to sort of accomplish, right? And the count would be sort of like this then. We would have to drop this down lower and make this a WXY like this. Okay, so this is sort of what could potentially be occurring, and then you can see that this would all be an A, B, C wave coming down if we do make one more marginal low. Okay, so you're looking at that B to the C leg here, like this, before it goes up. Okay, so again, either or, whether or not the bottom's already in at this level or we need one more marginal low, the targets are going to remain the same at 126 up to 130. That's the algo levels that the banks are looking for, the algo levels that the institutions are looking for as well, before the markets decide whether or not, right, we continue pushing higher to all-time highs or makes another low closer down to 40, which I think is it's not realistic. I do think we're going to go to all-time highs, but we just can't, rule out the fact that that algo pivot right here at 128 is going to be significant, okay? So if we're calling the bullish path for now, right, if it's going to trade in the bullish dimension, let's go down to the 30-minute time frame here, okay? And again, you can see that off the lows, this is the invalidation level. So again, price should not break above the invalidation level if we're calling this a bullish path. So potentially wave 1, 2, 3, 4, truncated fifth for wave 1, A, B, C, and a lot of chop again, right, before it tries to make higher highs. Now, there is a secondary path that we could be putting in, something like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That also makes sense. And then we just shift this over for an A. This would be a B. And then the bottom is in already. So this would be a 2 wave. We don't make a marginal low, and now we're off to all-time highs. All right, that's sort of the optimistic path, right? Definitely optimistic, but that does make sense at this point as well. Again, there's no confirmation either way. We don't have a confirmation whether or not it's going to go up or down, unfortunately. And this goes across companies like Google, Amazon, or Google, Microsoft, Apple, right? The only way is whether or not we finally break the lows or we finally break the highs. Until then, we just don't have an idea. So again, if you're going to trade this environment, in order to be successful, you should be trading only at extremes. So what do I mean by that? If you take the fib extensions from the swing highs down to the swing lows, you should only be trading 618s and the 786s, right? So this is where you should be buying. And if you're a bear on NVIDIA, you take the swing lows to the swing highs. This is where you should be selling. So only trade the extremes. Don't trade anything in between. Okay, this is how I tell my Discord members as well to be successful. It's been very, very helpful, and we've been very, very grateful for our ability to navigate these markets, right? Because our Discord group, we longed right here at 98. We took profits at the wave 3 high. We longed here as well, right, at 98 as well, and we took profits at the wave 5 high. So we've been pretty successful so far. So again, just trade extremes. Don't try to get chopped up within the middle of a range. Okay. Till then, let's see what the confirmation is going to be. I like how the markets are sort of reacting, especially with NVIDIA and Palantir. So hopefully, Netflix and Palantir. So hopefully NVIDIA can follow suit and we make a bullish structure into the future. Okay. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.